this is part 2. We are continuing with the questions. What do you think about non-vegans now? This is a difficult question, sensitive question maybe. What do you think about non-vegans now? You were non-vegan, you became vegan. I know it's very new for you, but what are your opinions now about non-vegans?
For me, my opinion towards non-vegan people, I don't think there's something wrong with them. I mean, because I used to be non-vegan before. I mean, all my life since I was born. So, in my opinion, I think they haven't realized the truth, and they haven't how to say, they haven't seen the real value of being vegan or vegetarian yet. That's why. So, I mean, one day when they realize the value of being vegan or vegetarian to save animals, something like this, they will become vegan like me. When I saw a comment on the Facebook, then realized, and I have changed my way of living.
What about some people who they say, I don't care. I enjoy animal products. I just don't care. This is my habits. What do you, how can you change them? Do you have like, what's the best way, in your opinion, to how to approach them? How can we heal in a way? Like, how can we make them see the truth, empathize, and realize what they're really doing? Because if they're not psychopaths, sociopaths, they will become vegan, right? You expect them. But from my experience, many people, they can keep two different ideas at the same time. That's why they're hypocrites, because they think they're good people, they think they're caring, but at the same time, when it comes to animal abuse, you know, they just switch and they say, you know, it is like, I can't be vegan, and they almost come to a point that they say, I accept this, that I am an animal abuser, but they say I'm a good person, but I can abuse animals, and they can keep that, you know, that two opposite ideas in their heads. How can we fix that?
Oh, this question, I mean, is real hard, very difficult.
Because,
but I was trying to answer. As I said before, that the people who are non-vegan right now, they haven't seen or haven't known the real value of being vegan, and they haven't realized that there is something wrong with us to eat meat. I mean, it's cruel to kill animals or other living creatures to live our life, right? I mean, to fix this, we need to show them many ways, I think, and not only one time.
Many times expose
yes,
to cruelty
for someone. Yes, it depends. It depends. Like me, I have known about veganism and vegetarian when I was 13. But now I'm almost 30. You can see how long it takes for me to decide to become a vegan. So, like, I think we need to like keep doing this, try to approach them, show them, and one day they will realize and they will decide to become a vegan
Hopefully.
like us.
Like you are a very compassionate person, very nice person, and it took you so long. So I think it's very difficult for most people.
I hadn't realized, and I wish I had been vegetarian when I was younger than this. But
vegan.
At that time, I didn't realize this. I mean, I couldn't do it because of people around. No one is vegetarian except my teacher, but she already left the school, and it's like at that time I felt like it's hard to be a vegan. It's real hard. I don't know why. Maybe because we think about food, like we had seen like normal food, which were I mean animals products, most of them. So we think that, oh, this is so hard to become a vegan because all the food I have seen here, it's just like meat, and they look delicious and easy to cook, easy to buy. We can buy them anywhere. It's easier to be non-vegan like this.
So let me tell you my opinion a little bit as well, that veganism is not a new thing, right? And it has been, people promoted veganism thousands of years ago. They were saying animal products are cruel, we shouldn't be eating them. And I don't believe in the inherent let's say compassion of people that they will be vegan when faced with the truth, because if that was the case, this message, the vegan message, would spread like a wildfire, right? People, the vegans, they always tell, and the others who hear this message will say, okay, this makes sense, I will become vegan too. But what people chose to do is they found excuses. They found excuses to exploit animals because they could do it, and they have normalized it. And that's why I don't trust the inherent good in people, because there is also inherent selfishness in people. And the mass media is basically feeding the inherent selfishness more and more each passing day. That's why I think people are like, they are not vegan basically, and they don't care about animals or nature or even other human beings. And that is it comes down to exposing people to vegan message more and more, and just to normalize and to bring more awareness to them. So in a way that I'm not actually sure about this, like, because there are many different information about this, that some say some people are genetically predisposed to become to compassion and empathy. That might be the case in some cases. So it's very difficult to comment, but what matters is that we do our best, speak about veganism, and try to inform people on this, and the rest is up to humanity. I can't comment on, I can't predict if the world will go vegan or not. You know, it is because many people have been trying this for thousands of years, and people chose cruelty. Some people, majority of people, chose cruelty over compassion, and that's why it makes me question, like I don't want to be optimistic that, especially now that I am trying to turn people vegan, and most people, even from my family, they surprise me that I thought that they are compassionate, but guess what? They didn't become vegan, at least until now, like proper vegan. It brings me down in a way. It makes me sad to see that even these people that I consider nice, good people, they refuse to go vegan despite seeing all the footage and knowing what is going on. And yeah, my optimism, I'm more on the pessimistic side nowadays, but it depends. Anyway, so sorry for interrupting me, but I just wanted to add this. And so do you want to add anything else on this?
So, I mean, you mean that no questions? I mean, the questions.
No, there are other questions.
Okay.
We just in the middle of questions, the 6th question, we have 12 questions. So you are hopeful about non-vegans going vegan. When we inform them, they will go vegan, you think, right?
Exactly.
Okay. Next question. What difficulties are you having as a new vegan? Do you have any difficulties?
There is no difficulties for me to be a vegan. It's really easy. I mean, I think my life is easier when I am a vegan. I mean, to be a vegan is easier than to be not.
Easier.
My life must be is easier, really easier.
Okay, so you
after becoming vegan.
You have no problem in finding food.
No, there's no problem for me.
Okay, and you are enjoying the food, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, that's very nice.
I feel excited every time I see vegan food anywhere.
I told you some recipes to try, but you are yet to try. Hummus, falafel, such kind of, my region, we have those things, Mediterranean, Middle Eastern. So you have different things, but we have lots of vegan food already. Thailand has lots of vegan food. We had sticky rice, delicious, healthy, and so it shouldn't be any problem for people going vegan, and there are many delicious foods. What is your favorite vegan food?
My favorite vegan food, I think all vegan food and vegetarian food are my favorite. Yes, I love all of them.
You are just thankful that nature is giving.
Really thankful. Every time I eat vegetarian food, I feel so thankful for the nature to bring me food, like pure food, delicious food. I feel so nice, like I'm in heaven every time I eat vegetarian food.
That's very nice. Since I went vegan, I'm feeling much better. Everything improves. My mood, my health, my performance, everything improved. And you are new vegan, just 3 months, almost 3 months. But do you feel any changes in your mood or physical health or something, or is it the same? Maybe you're eating healthy.
The first thing is I didn't expect to lose weight or something like this when I decided to become vegan. I was just like, I feel sorry for animals. So I suddenly decided to become a vegan. at that time. But after that, like for 1 or 2 months, people tell me that, oh, people like they told me that you look really thinner, you look better, you look more beautiful. I mean, yes, they said it's to me.
It is.
And I mean, I agree with them. Yes, I look thinner.
And
I mean, in the past, like 3 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, I had been trying to lose weight, but I kept eating animal products. So nothing happened at the time. But this year, I didn't expect to lose weight. I was okay. But now my body look thinner.
You are going back to normal.
Yes, yes, right.
I think this is like,
look healthier.
I lost 13 kilograms, all fat,
13.
no muscle. My muscles actually increased and my fat went away. And that's why I'm feeling much better. Everything improved, as I said. And I think this is the natural state of humanity, right? Like I told this to my colleagues as well, that we see around people, they're almost obese or like chubby, they have bellies, and they are like, they have considerable amount of fat, especially on men. It is not normal. Okay, females are, their fat ratios are higher, but people shouldn't be that thick in a way. Okay, I'm not saying that maybe genetically some people are thicker in their structure, but in general, when we look at the population, they all have bellies and things, and I'm saying this is not normal. This is not normal human anatomy. When we go vegan, like I was thinking that my belly is just something that I have, like genetic, that I have belly. Since I know myself, I have belly, but I didn't know that because I'm basically consuming animal products high in fats and calories. And when I went vegan, my belly went away. And yeah, this is our natural state, I think. Veganism, like plant-based, whole foods, plant-based, makes your body turn back to normal, it resets your body. What are your suggestions to non-vegans and vegans? Sorry, and new vegans.
Okay. A suggestion from me to non-vegan is go vegan. It's the best thing to do with our life and other living creatures in this world. And my suggestion for new vegan is keep going. You are doing the right thing.
That's very nice. Very good message. Very clear.
Thank you.
They can't misunderstand that, right? Very clear. How do you inform people about veganism? Now, because we talk about the importance of activism, informing people, how do you do that?
As we know, we have lots of social platforms, right? But yes, I am usually on Facebook, so the easiest way for me is to post on Facebook about veganism.
That's nice. That made you vegan, so it is effective, it's proven, and you can keep doing that.
Right. Got it.
You were going to say something, or should I go to the next question?
It's okay.
Okay.
Please go to the next question.
Okay, so it was related. It says, do you consider doing animal rights activism in the future? But you are already doing online activism. And okay, let's talk about what about physical activism, like going out on the street and doing something, which I haven't done here in Cyprus. I did it when I was in Lithuania. because I think people might be more open to it in a way. But here, I'm living around, like, everyone is basically, they don't even care about dogs or cats, like pet animals, let's say. And basically almost everyone has like chickens in their gardens, and I'm surrounded by basically livestock and people who raise livestock in this rural area. And so it's not I don't feel secure in a way going out and saying something, because some people can say, they can be maybe violent with it. Do you think that it is possible to do street activism in your region or in the city in Thailand?
It's possible, especially inside the city. Like, there are a lot of people on the street, right? But here in rural, like, I mean, yes, we can still do it by maybe having like posters, something like this, put on the trees,
So
beside the road, something like this, still okay. But
right.
inside city, we can like showing up, tell them, announce. Yes, we can still do it. Like, even we are living inside city or living outside city, we can do it if we really want to do it.
Okay, so this might be something that you might do in the future, maybe.
Yes,
I mean, maybe this is maybe too early because
might be happening.
Okay. What do you wish from the vegan community? Now, we talk about non-vegans, and that they should go vegan, etc. But what should vegans do for new vegans, or do you expect like some support, or what can they do that make you, in a way, like feel better? Or
I think, yes, it's important to support each others. Really, like, I mean, to see other people doing the right things makes me feel, how to say, hopeful. Yes, I feel like, yes, we have friends. We are not alone. There are many good people out there. Like, I'm not weird like this. So I think it's good to support each others doing the right things and encouraging people.
I think there are lots of like vegan communities really doing good with this. I think that there are so many recipes, so many communities on Facebook. Even there was like a mental psychological support groups even on Facebook for vegans, that they can go and ask their questions, complain, just went off, and or ask questions, what, like suggestions, what should I have this problem, how can I solve it? So I think it is very supportive community in a way, from my perspective. And maybe, of course, these are online. I mean, here in some regions of the world, let's say, veganism is less spread, so we don't have a physical community that we can go and join. And that, I think that is the difficulty for most new vegans or vegans, that in some regions when you go vegan, you feel more isolated physically. Yes, we have online friends, we meet and we talk with vegans, but meeting face to face with a vegan is very difficult, very rare occurrence in some regions. Yeah. And okay, so the questions are finished.
Oh, really?
Yes. If you want to continue, I can make up some new questions.
Is there any question? Would you like to ask me more about this?
Well, no, I think I have asked everything so far that I want to ask. Let me think. No, I think that's all. I think that's all. When I prepared these questions, I really thought about them, like what I want to ask about activism, your problems, how the community can support you, about ways of activism, all kinds of things. So we covered a lot.
And I think your questions are nice,
useful,
and appropriate. I mean, they are
just on point.
Wonderful. Yes, on point. Yes, right.
Okay.
Exactly.
So in the future, we can make other interviews. If you have other things to say, maybe you can update us about how it is going, new events, some progress,
a new vegan,
a new vegan friend, or maybe your family member someone might go vegan or something. Who knows? And okay, so thank you very much for joining. That was very delightful. I'm very happy that we had this conversation, and keep in touch.
Okay, thank you so much. I really appreciate doing this interview.
Okay.
I think this interview must be very useful for other people around the world.
It is. We are actually doing some form of activism here, right? Because this is like non-vegans can watch it and say, look, this girl went vegan, lived like this, just raising awareness, right? And vegans can watch it and just maybe have some ideas, some experience about different regions, what is the situation in Thailand or such things. So it's nice always to talk about veganism. They say vegans always talk about veganism, right? But it has a reason, because we find it is really important, crucial for us. Okay, so again, thank you very much for joining, and see you very soon.
Nice talking to you. Bye-bye.